condoms, which are trending because we shared a video that went on ChannelOne newsroom of someone in a pharmacy saying that people are buying fewer and fewer condoms and resorting to aphrodisiacs instead. Yes, so
are the pharmacies selling aphrodisiacs, or they are just selling condoms?
They are just selling.
So how do they do that? People are buying aphrodisiacs.
No, but the pharmacies sell those things.
They sell both.
Okay.
I mean,
So people are not buying condoms.
People are not buying condoms. They are not.
But these are for different purposes. Why would people be shunning one for the other?
So the attempt to link the two is my challenge.
Yeah.
Because the idea is that they are not buying condoms by buying aphrodisiacs.
Yeah.
Look,
aphrodisiacs, they are buying it because you can't properly perform.
Yeah, the number of
Or you
aphrodisiacs
have a few issues
being
there.
bought are increasing. However, people are taking less measures to keep themselves safe, especially with the rate of HIV/AIDS, which has gone up in the last few months.
So they are concerned about HIV.
Yes, they are concerned about HIV. So it seems that people are having more sex. However, they are
why
taking.
don't they make condom free?
Who will pay for it?
One of the papers said one
as a measure to control HIV, you should make it free. Because you see, you can make business out of it, but Sky, you know the difficulty when someone says I want to buy. You don't go to point. Have you seen that man before? You can point like 20 times.
No, wait until you meet your pastor there. You have already.
So I think that if you really want to encourage condom use, distribute it in targeted populations for free. This because you
yes, targeted
population.
I clearly agree with you. I think a very not conservative approach.
We should give the thing for free.
It's not just give it. It should be. It should be in public washrooms. Yeah. You know,
strategic.
I'll give a small example. Look,
and let the state pay for it.
I'll give a small example. And please, my good friend Paul should not come at me. But
go ahead.
Like the University of Ghana, for instance, every washroom, every lecture hall should have in the washroom, or the halls, the washrooms should have it.
Or those who want to use it, they know where to go to get it.
No.
Without having to talk to somebody to say,
back here at City, you have those things in the washroom.
Yeah.
When I go to VIT for work.
Yeah.
What is wrong?
Yeah. Every washroom you enter.
Because in those countries.
In addition to a poster where you see the vending device for the condom, the dispenser, you see a poster that also educates you about condom use, about sex, about all those things.
For a country that sees HIV/AIDS as a public
health issue.
You get it?
It should be everywhere.
If you are going to make business out of it, and here the way you see, this is the thing about Ghana.
Here you say that we're encouraging people to have sex.
Yeah, but see, that's the issue. Is it not a failure to control?
There's also the business.
No, there's failure of nothing.
There's also the business of condom, which is a legitimate business anyway. They have billboards and things. They invested money in selling those things.
So if you share it for free, you spoil the
that's what I feel.
No, I mean people would always prepare specific grades.
Okay.
It's not one.
Okay.
There are various
because I
grades.
feel like sometimes the business around it too may affect the willingness to agree to give.
What ultimately we don't want to face is this: Ghanaians like sex, but we refuse to acknowledge. No,
which country does?
No, publicly. You see, Ghana. Yeah, we like to pretend as if we are some holy. Like, hey, as for God, Charlie, the thing there.
So if
Ghanaians are having sex,
for example, hold on. So if, for example, he's right. If, for example, a minister for gender, you see, he's right. If a minister for gender or health collaborate and say, based on HIV prevalence rate, we are going to make condoms available. We will have hypocritical people come out and say,
promoting sex.
And meanwhile, we have to be nuanced about the issue.
Meanwhile, there's more sex than anywhere.
Hold on. There's abstinence.
I don't like that.
Be faithful. Use condom. It was a 3-in-1.
Yes.
Okay, and those 3, you should be able to live with all. Do you understand? Those who can abstain and those who've been trained to abstain should abstain. Now, if somebody's been trained to abstain, prevalence of a condom will not make him go and have sex.
Yes.
Do you understand? So the abstinence doctrine is legitimate. The faithfulness doctrine is also legitimate, as is the condom use doctrine. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that this point around people are not buying condoms, for me, it's a signal for us to be careful. Because if the pharmacists are saying people are asking for aphrodisiacs, yet they are not using condoms, it means that they are prepared to engage in risky sexy behavior, sexual behavior, which can become a major problem. Teenage pregnancy, infectious diseases, and all those things. So let's face the facts and have policies that address the various strands. We are not saying throw away abstinence. I believe in abstinence, but I can't force abstinence on everybody. Do you understand me? You and I will train our kids a certain way, but we cannot say that should be the public policy. That doesn't mean that you're encouraging abnormal sexual behavior. But what the pharmacist is telling you is that young guys are going for aphrodisiacs at the expense of condoms.
Yeah, but
it's a serious thing.
See, I identify with much of what you said, except we need to deconstruct what exactly is the reason why young people are going for aphrodisiac, right? Are there specific health-related issues?
No.
Are there reasons, social issues? Are there peer-related pressures that are compelling them to want to use these things to augment or enhance?
But do you have the answer?
Yes.
Have you done any research?
Yes.
Okay.
Which research? Okay, tell me. Why are they using aphrodisiacs?
People are experimenting with sex.
So it's not about lack of performance.
No. You see, there's performance and people also wanting
heightened expectations.
People don't want
born out of what?
People don't want to lose matches.
But I think that's so. There's something wrong there.
No,
it's not about a match you are going to
there's
do.
nothing wrong. The way you ask the question, it was if there's a problem of impotence that they want to cure. He's saying that people are just setting their own questions and
And so there's a peer.
So it's not like there's no problem. So you see, they are winning the game.
No, play to win.
That's society. That's the social. Yeah.
See, that's the social problem. Our kids are growing. Kids are having access to a lot of information about different
things.
So
which have long-term impact.
What we need to face is the reality of how our children are sexualized before we
even become aware,
and what they are even listening to or hearing or watching. I am saying realism is very important.
I'm with you.
See, let's be real. Let's deal with the issues. Let's not be hypocritical, so that we can salvage what is left. Because for me, if you have a 15-year-old girl who gets pregnant, okay, you can say don't get involved in sexual activity, and we encourage that, and the law is very clear. But even 17, 18, 22-year-olds who may not be able to look after a child, if they choose to engage in sexual behavior, then you have to protect them. Do you understand? So you give them information enough for them to choose to say no. But if they choose to do it, don't use your
idiosyncrasies
to then force them to choose between abstinence and pregnancy, because there's a wide gap between the two. And we have to face the facts.
Bernard, you see, the reason I am even the truth is that in many cases too, right? You read some reports, because I do a few things within the WHO system, and it's important. There are people who have the tools you are talking about available, right? But they don't want to use it because of a certain idea.
The fact that people don't want to use let's not make this an argument. We are saying that
it's not an argument. We are discussing various aspects of the same issue.
The fact that people don't lose
the losing match is also there. I'm talking about the availability of the tools to protect. And people deliberately deciding they are not going to use it because look, it is not.
You admit that there are many people who don't have access to it. You see, we have to.
That is also there.
So we solve the one we know and we educate on the one we can't. So what we are saying is that for those who are sexually active, make it available to protect them. For those who choose not to use it, then you can educate them. Do you understand? But we cannot say that the policy of ABC is a good policy. We should just implement it. That we've been taught since GSS. ABC.
Somebody was paying for it, so we need to find the money.
Let's find money. Let's